Listen to that engine. Loud, heavy, and visceral. But behind the noise of that vibrating machine, a corporation was bleeding cash. Royal Enfield was an aging relic. Sales dropped to 25,000 units a year, and the company faced severe financial distress, with rapidly declining market value. CEO Siddhartha Lal stepped in and immediately liquidated 13 of the company's 15 business operations. He took all the remaining capital and focused it entirely on their core motorcycle division. Rescuing the brand required mastering two completely different disciplines at exactly the same time: strict corporate finance and deep consumer psychology. Manufacturing a functional vehicle wouldn't be enough to keep the doors open. They had to engineer an intense, irrational customer obsession while simultaneously running the math to guarantee the company stayed solvent. Royal Enfield couldn't out-engineer competitors producing slicker, faster bikes. Instead, they decided to sell a cultural identity. To understand exactly what makes buyers love a motorcycle, academic researchers applied regression analysis to the automotive market. Regression analysis is a statistical method used to determine the strength and character of the relationship between one dependent variable, like customer happiness, and a series of other variables. This conceptual model maps how physical components connect directly to overall satisfaction. Out of all these variables, data revealed just 4 features: safety, appearance, fuel tank design, and brand image accounted for 80%. This deep loyalty unlocked massive pricing power, allowing them to charge a premium in a highly competitive market. But an intensely loyal fan base is entirely useless if the underlying corporate entity goes bankrupt. Navigating the volatile Indian automotive sector required mastering credit risk. Credit risk is the possibility of a loss resulting from a borrower's failure to repay a loan or meet contractual obligations. For Royal Enfield, managing this meant maintaining strict control over their liquidity, having enough cash on hand, and their long-term profitability. This chart shows the Altman Z-score model, measuring corporate balance sheet values to predict a company's likelihood of bankruptcy. To stay in the safe zone, they monitored their non-performing asset ratio, loans in default, and current ratio, ability to pay short-term obligations. Because they enforced this strict financial discipline, they freed up the exact capital required to fix early manufacturing flaws, refine their engine designs to produce more power with fewer parts, and fund those massive lifestyle marketing events. Strict credit risk governance isn't the enemy of creative marketing. Cold financial math is the literal engine that bankrolls cultural expansion. This dual-track strategy took Royal Enfield from selling 25,000 bikes in 2005 to over 846,000 units by 2018. They achieved it through perfect synchronization between the emotional heart of the buyer and the quantitative brain of the ledger. Shedding mediocre operations to focus entirely on a single product works only if you simultaneously build a mythos around that product while ruthlessly governing your credit exposure. Look at modern heritage brands today. Are they trying to compete strictly on newer technological features, or are they successfully preserving their emotional nostalgia? Think about your own purchasing behavior. Have you ever chosen a specific product purely for the identity it provided, even when cheaper or more advanced technical options existed on the market? A billion-dollar cult brand operates as a paradox. It requires the wild, irrational emotion of consumer obsession, built securely on a foundation of paranoid, unforgiving financial mathematics.